Hi, my name is Jaleesa Trapp, and I am the program director for Propel STEM. And Propel is an after-school program for middle school girls where we do different STEM activities and we talk about women in STEM and different pathways to get there.
Yeah, so hi, my name is Fadumo. I'm the program assistant. I help support middle school and high school students in their projects and activities and engaging in conversations around STEM.
What are we doing today?
Okay, so today we have a very fun project. We're gonna actually be building catapults.
Okay, I like catapult.
Yeah,
I like launching stuff.
Right, so we're kind of just looking at our materials and like, how are we gonna build catapults out of all this kind of stuff? But
Okay.
we're gonna be building using our sticks. We have a couple things. We have these cups that we're gonna be using to launch. And just a note, you don't actually have to use a cup like this, but you can use anything that will hold a cotton ball or anything that we can launch.
Okay.
We're also gonna be using hot glue gun to secure our catapult, but if you don't have this, you can go ahead and just use a glue stick or any glue items that you have at home that would help, stick that down. And then we also have rubber bands to kind of launch our stuff and just pretty much use it within our project. So yeah, let's get started today.
Okay.
All right, so with this project, the thing is there's not a certain set way to do this. It's really up to you, and we want to see your creativity and what you bring to the table. So usually when people think catapults, they think like something huge that like flings back.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, like can you think of like any other examples of catapults?
I was just thinking of something
just like
big to like launch.
Yeah. So a lot of people get really creative with this, but if you don't have any ideas in mind yet, you can just follow our structure and try kind of like customize and personalize it yourself. So
What's our goals for the catapult? Like, are we trying to knock something over? Are we trying to see how far it can go?
Yeah, so we're going to be testing it in 3 different ways. We want to see power, how much power your launch has, how far it can go, so distance, and how much of the tower that it can knock over. Oh. So we're going to be building a tower out of these cups, and we're going to see how much of it could actually knock over. So
okay.
Yeah, so those are 3 things that you want to keep in mind when you're building it. You could focus on one thing, or you can try hitting on all 3 things. So I think today we're going to try to hit on all 3 things.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. So we want to start out by building a base. So let's go ahead and build. So we're going to have to share this hot glue gun.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe we can just build one together too. That's
Yeah.
We can test this one out. And
Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have this. Maybe just setting it on here. Glue that.
Yeah, so I think when I think about catapults, I think about 2 different things. I think about like architecture because we're building stuff, but then I also think about physics.
Right.
Especially because we're testing for power, distance, and all of those things are really important in physics. So then I start thinking about like NASA and like how much of that's in consideration when you launch a rocket.
Yeah. And so thinking about this in like the terms of women in STEM, how do you feel like we could apply this kind of project?
Yeah, well, we want to talk about physics. There's a whole lot. The first person that I think of is Shirley Ann Jackson. So she's actually the first Black woman to get a PhD from MIT.
Oh, wow.
And it was in physics.
Yeah.
But it was nuclear physics. So I think a lot of times we think about physics as just like force and like how far we can throw things, but there's a lot of different pathways in physics.
Right.
So her area is in nuclear physics. I also think about Chanda, who is a physicist, specifically cosmology, so like looking at stuff in the stars and space.
Yeah.
Then going back to NASA.
Right.
So
it all kind of like full circles. And I think this is like a great project to start off and like think about those fundamentals of physics, because it's something that's very basic and that can get you thinking in different ways. Like how does this, like what does power have to do with my project? What does structure have to do with my project? And I think those are a lot of things that we explore while we do and build our catapults.
Yeah. And we also start doing math without thinking about it.
Exactly. Let's see. Okay, so we got a pretty good base right now. I just went ahead and I built on top of each other using these sticks.
Okay, so I'm done with mine, but let's see what yours looks like.
Oh, okay. So I built the base out, and so what I started doing was I started stacking in the middle because I kind of wanted something that's going to support my catapult, like you know, just like that. And so I just stack. I think I'm going to do one more.
Okay. Yeah, I kept mine a little low. I have about 3 going up on the base, and then about 4 for the middle. I have 2 rows.
Okay.
And then I took a rubber band and I put it here on this popsicle stick,
Right.
so that it had something to launch off of. But then I put another 2 rubber bands here so that it would bounce back.
Yeah, that to secure it. Okay. And so, but we wanted to make sure that both of these sides were the same height, no matter how much we use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take, or actually, you know what? I'm going to attach my cup
Okay.
first. So I'm just going to apply some glue, and I'm just going to plop that on there. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the rubber band because I think I'm really going for distance.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this rubber band around it just to like stabilize it when I'm putting it in there.
Yeah, so then it ends up on this popsicle stick and it has something to bounce.
Yeah, to bounce off of. So just like that. And I'm going to put it more in the middle so I could have more distance, you know. So I'm going to take another rubber band and I'm going to just apply it around the base that I just did, if I could hold it. Okay, so rubber band here, rubber band there. Okay, so I think that's doing pretty good. I think it has where, yeah. Okay. See?
I just wanted to make sure mine didn't fall apart.
So you were going for more security.
Stability.
Stability, security, yep. Okay. So I'm definitely going for distance.
Okay.
All right. So now that we have that, and remember, you can use anything. You don't have to use these little cups.
Yeah, you can use like a mouthwash cup, or you can use like a plastic cup and you can just cut it down.
Exactly.
So that things can bounce out.
Or a water bottle, cut it halfway, and then like, you know, you can cut anything up. But yeah, so we just went with these.
Yeah.
But now that we're
actually,
done.
all of the stuff that we did get for under $20.
Right, exactly. So, yes. All right, so now we want to go ahead and we're going to test our catapults.
Yeah. So we need to build a tower to knock over, right?
Yes, so you want to get started with the base? I will get these ready. So while she's building the base, you can use cotton balls, anything that's going to launch. Honestly, if you want something a little bit heavier, you can go ahead and use like a random ball or anything, but we're just going to use cotton balls today. Yes, don't be knocking everything over. But yeah, feel free to use anything you guys want. We're using these colorful, cute
puff balls.
Okay.
Do you want a taller tower or is this okay?
No, it's good. All right, so do you want to go first or should I go first?
I don't think mine is going to go very far.
Wait, so remember 3 things that we want to test for, and you guys can come up with whatever you guys want to like test on, but we're going to test with distance, power, and how much of the tower is knocked over.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you think yours is going to accomplish?
It might knock over one, or it might knock over all of them.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right, let's see.
I don't know, I'm a little nervous that I want this whole thing to knock out. It touched it.
Okay.
It didn't knock anything
We'll give you another try.
Okay. It went over. Distance.
There we go.
That's what I was going for.
All right, my turn. Let's see. Mine might just go a little too far, honestly, but
I feel like the way yours is tilted up.
Yeah.
The height, I feel like it's going to go over.
Just right over. But let's just see how it looks. Okay, let's go. Can I get a drum roll, please? Okay, here we go. Oh, okay.
You got precision.
Wow, that was a lot of power. All right, let's do one more. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
It touched it, but yeah,
It did.
we had
It could have gone for all the marbles if it went a little bit hard. But
we had a stronger ball.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to
completely
weigh everything and like knock everything down. I
Right.
think this is like a good size because you can still knock things over
and get
if
it out
you
the way.
have power, but your accuracy on point.
I did that. All right, you want to go again?
No, I want to think about this design and what I can do. I think I want to try to go for more distance. So I want to see. I thought that yours was going to go further because it's higher up,
right?
But it actually knocked over more. So I'm going to try to figure out a better design for that.
Okay, yeah. And so I think that's a good way to go about it. Once you guys test it and see what it does, it's always good to not go with your first idea, you know? You want to build on top of it, you want to add more to it, iterate. And so feel free to add more and go for a different goal.
Yeah, and they're just popsicle sticks, so we can take them apart, we can glue them back together.
Exactly.
You can try it out with colorful ones. You can decorate your catapult.
Design it.
So ours are a little boring right now, so I think I'm going to end up
Put some
putting
googly
some googly eyes on it.
We know you love googly eyes.
And yeah, and just have fun with it.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, feel free to design it how you want, and we're excited to see what you guys make at home.